Oblique Seville dominates a world-class field, running 9.86 to win the men's 100 meters at the London Diamond League, beating the likes of Noah Lyles, Akane Simbini, Lestil Tebogo, and Akeem Blake. Also, Kishane Thompson leads us to qualifications in the men's 4x100 meters relays. Race highlights included. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once today in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, the London Diamond Leagues was a good day, a great day for Jamaica, as we walked away with several wins as well as a qualifying time in the men's 4x100 meter relays team. Why people Jamaica looking good. So first up, let's start off with the first broadcast race, the women's 400 meters hurdles, which, as one would have concluded, was won by Femme Kebal in fine form. But the Jamaican participating, one of the two Jamaicans participating, of course, Anjanette Knight, did take third. Genevieve Ross of Jamaica was also in this lineup alongside her fellow Jamaican Anjanette Knight. And as I stated, and to no one's shock, Femme Kebal, the human machine, won the women's 400 meters hurdles. Femme Kebal won this one in 52.10 ahead of Jasmine Jones of the United States, who took second in 53.18, a season's best, with Jamaica's Anjanette Knight taking third in 53.79. The other Jamaican, Genevieve Russell, came eighth in a time of 1 minute 55 seconds. Here is the race highlight.
First 7 barriers and then left leg lead for the final 3. There we can see her coming in, but just so relaxed. Difficult conditions, but 52.11, she'll be pleased with that.
I think that's a very good run in these conditions for Femme Kebal, and I think Jasmine Jones, she hasn't been able to race that much this season. I don't know if there's been injury issues, but Jones there to go side by side with Femme Kebal for 250 metres of that race.
Great run there by Jamaica's Anjanette Knight, who takes third in the women's 400 meters hurdles. Good effort there by Genevieve Russell. Now, in the men's long jump, two Jamaicans stood out, one in third and one in first. Now, I'm going to say Wayne Pinnock is no longer jumping for Jamaica, but he actually is. He's still registered as a Jamaican jumper, so I have to speak of him as a Jamaican jumper, and we have to report it. So Jamaica in the men's long jump walked away with first and third position. So the winner here was Jamaica's Wayne Pinnock, who jumped 8.20 meters to take the win ahead of his arch rival 10 Tuggaloo, who came second with 8.19. It was that close. And Jamaica's the other Jamaican, Kerry McLeod, came third with a jump of 8.10. Congratulations to both Jamaicans. Here are the highlights. First up, Kerry McLeod's third place jump.
McLeod just dragging one of his feet there in the pit. I wonder if there's a bit more to be given there, but you see the shape, the bounce, and this temporary run.
Then the other Jamaican, Wayne Pinnock, soon to be a Turkish athlete, who took first.
In Tokyo, there's rumours around the transfer of allegiance from a number of Jamaican athletes to Turkey, and Pinnock, one of those ones.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
The women's 200 meters, which was the final sprint race of the event, delivered in spades. It features the likes of Jamaica's Ashanti Moore, the defending national champion, as well as Amy Hunt, Dina Asher-Smith, a personal favorite, and of course the person we anticipated would win, Julian Alfred. And the race did not disappoint, and Alfred certainly did not disappoint. Julian Alfred stormed away to an impressive win here, setting a new personal best national record, world lead and meet record time of 21.71, which makes her a serious threat for the women's 200 meters at the upcoming World Championships. We cannot take her lightly in the 200 meters either. Dean Asher-Smith, to me, looked impressive, ran 22.25, a season's best, to take second, with Amy Hunt running 22.31, a new personal best. Rashidat Adeleke also set a season's best with 22.52, and, well, Ashanti Moore clocked 22.86 to take 7th in this one.
Julian Alfred doing that okay, that Daryl Nita perhaps doing it better, and Amy Hunt running a fantastic transition, but she hasn't got it in the home straight. Julian Alfred streaking away with the women's 200 metres, 21.
As regards to the national champion in Jamaica's women's 200 meters, Ashanti Moore, she still has not yet made the qualifying time. The qualifying time, as you can see here for women, is 22.57. I think if she keeps at it, she will be able to deliver that qualifying time. So prayers up for Jamaica's Ashanti Moore. You'll be able to do it, Queen. In the women's 800 meters, Natoya Gould Toppin, Jamaica's second best in this event, featured. Georgia Hunter Bell won the women's 800 meters. She reps for Great Britain, running a time of 1 minute 56.74. Jamaica's Natoya Gould Toppin came 8th, running 1 minute 59.27.
Time in the world this year.
Schedule in Tokyo very much allows for the double, though, Chris. I think it's a very kind schedule, and if you're going into a major championships as a global medalist, I would say.
Earlier in the event, the women's 4x100 meters relays produced a world-leading time. Unfortunately, not by Jamaica, but by Great Britain. However, Jamaica did take second in this one. The Great British team, which comprised of Dina Asher-Smith on the first leg, Amy Hunt second, Desiree Henry on the third leg, and Daryl Nita on the anchor leg, ran a world-leading time of 41.49 to take the win ahead of Jamaica, which featured Sharika Jackson on the opening leg. Interesting. Janelle Smith on the second leg, Tina Clayton on the third leg, and Brianna Williams running the anchor leg. Jamaica took second in a time of 42.50 ahead of France, who came third in a time of 43.54. Here is that race highlight. I thought this was a pretty interesting lineup. What do you guys think? Sharika Jackson on the opening leg with Janelle Smith on the second leg. Tina Clayton running the third leg, and Brianna Williams running the anchor leg. Pretty interesting lineup. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, of course, the men's 4x100 meters relay. We qualified with ease and we completely dominated. The Jamaican quartet, which comprised of Rohan Watson, the opening leg, Oblique Seville on the second leg, Kishane Thompson on the third leg, and Kishane Thompson on the anchor leg, delivered a win with a time of 37.80 ahead of Great Britain that ran 38.08 to take that second spot. The Netherlands came third in 38.17 seconds. Here is the race highlight. So what are your thoughts? Watson on the opening leg, passing on to Oblique Seville on that second leg on the back straight with Kishane Thompson. I suspect Akeem Blake would replace him if he was available, and Kishane Thompson running the anchor. Now, this is why this is even more impressive. In the men's 100 meters, Oblique Seville did what I have been saying for years he can do once he's healthy. He utterly dominated a world-class field. Now, let me explain. The field included one of the fastest men in the world, his teammate Akeem Blake. It included Zarnell Hughes, the fastest British man alive over the 100 meters. We're talking about the men's 100 meters, of course. It included the defending world champion and Olympic champion in the men's 100 meters, Noah Lyles. It included Lestil Tebogo, one of the fastest men alive over this distance, and Akani Simbini. Not only did Jamaica's Oblique Seville win, he utterly dominated that field. He crushed them. He beat the field by at least a meter and a half. Now, I want you to understand that that's a heck of a run. That's a heck of a beating. That's a heck of a win in a world-class field. That field, with the exception of a Kishane, and I would say Kenny Benerick, and maybe the other American, Fred Curley, and a key that would be the world 100-meter lineup finals. Oblique completely chewed up and spat out the field. It was really impressive, and he's back to that confidence. People, anyway, we're going to talk about that. Let's get into this. So here's the official result. Oblique Seville running into a minus 0.6 meters per second wind. When maybe an hour and a half before that ran the second leg in the men's 4x100 meters relay. So that's really important to remember. Wins in a time of 9.86 with Noah Lyles taking second and running 10 seconds flat. Zarnell Hughes taking third. 10.02. Akeem Blake takes fourth in 10.08. Akane Simbini runs 10.11 to take fifth. Lestil Tebogo took seventh in 10.12. Here is that race highlight.
Set. Away they go. Great start from Seville, who's got a little bit of a march on Noel Lyles. Lyles has got some work to do. Seville is going really well here. Seville's going to win this. Brilliant rig. He even has time to salute. 9.85. Wow.
Now this, of course, is my 2 cents. Now, you know, we saw Oblique Seville do the same thing to Noah Lyles last year at the Racers Grand Prix, and then he got injured. And I've been saying to you for quite some time, the only person I think could possibly be Kishane Thompson if he's at his very best is Oblique Seville. Look, I've learned never to underestimate Noah Lyles, because what happened last year, and I still think I'm going to forever be screaming this, and I know I'm 1,000,000% correct. The reason why Noah Lyles won that race was that 5-minute delay combined with Kishane Thompson's inexperience of ever doing a race at that level. That was it. That was it. What I just saw Oblique Seville. No, I want you to understand. Seville just ran the second leg on the men's 4x1. Now, I didn't get a chance to see his splits, but I'll talk about it in another video. And then an hour and a half later, he comes back. Them just won, and he runs 9.86, beating a fresh field. None of those people ran, I think, to my memory, none of them ran in the 4x1. Completely dominates the field. Now, in his defense, I must say Noah Lyles has not ran a lot of 100 meters. It might be his second or his first. But the manner in which Seville utterly dominated this incredible field is terrifying. I don't want to say it, but there's a possibility of a 1-2. He looked good. And I want you to really remember what I said. Oblique Seville just ran the men's 4x1. Flat out. I have the whole race. Flat out. Of course, I can't show you because of copyright issues. But he ran hard. And within an hour and a half, not 2, not 3, not 4, he comes back and he delivers a 9.86, delivering a win from the gun. The moment he was out of the blocks, he was ahead of everyone. No one came close. No Noah Lyles closing in. None of that occurred. He utterly dominated. Seville, having ran, passing his mental barriers when he felt that cramp at the Jamaica National Championships in the men's 100 meters finals. I keep telling you, winning at this level is more psychological than it is physiological, because the athletes at this level are such fine-tuned machines that the difference is not quite much. The reason why Noah Lyles has been able to win is because Noah Lyles honestly thinks he deserves to win. The minute the athlete, and I'm seeing this happening to Oblique, not to Oblique Seville, I'm seeing it happening to Kishane. They're different athletes. The way Kishane, Oblique Seville won this race, it was a different athlete, completely different. This was a really impressive and dominant win. I use the word specifically in the title. He utterly dominated this field. It was utter dominance. Remember, everybody been talking about Akane Simbini. I keep saying to you, yeah, I don't think he's going to be a factor. And I think I'm right. Who of this set do I think could become challengers? I think Zarnell Hughes, if he keeps going in the right direction, Akeem Blake, if he gets back into proper form, I think he seems to have had some injury issues. Or his camp said he felt something. Hopefully it's not injury. And I think Noah Lyles, given enough races, he's going to be a factor. But I don't know, people. What I just saw, the young man, Oblique Seville, just run the 4x1, people, flat out, and comes and run a 9.86. Utterly dominating a fresh field of top-tier male sprinters. Now, in the men's 4x1, no surprise there. No surprise there. Nothing happened there that surprised me. We easily qualified, which could have been done the whole time. The truth is, why send the A and the B and the C team when you have the A team there? I guess maybe the A team is busy doing other stuff. So I was never worried about the qualification. And I think once you throw in a fresh Oblique, a fresh Akeem, if the team is who I think the team is going to be, there's going to be a storm. There's going to be a hurricane, a category 5, in my personal opinion. Now, the women's 4x1. I found that lineup very interesting. Sharika Jackson is not known to have the greatest start, not the worst either, but clearly they had enough confidence to put her there. Janelle Smith, Tina Clayton, so to Brianna Williams. Solid time, very solid run from these young ladies. They looked really, really good. They're definitely top 5 in the world. So can you imagine now when we put in a Tia Clayton, if she's healthy, and we put in a Shelley and Fraser Price. You know, once the baton changes are correct, woo, yo, yo, yo. Now, if there's anyone we need to worry about in women's 200 meters, I think it's going to be Julian Alfred. I want you to grasp, she's ran maybe, three 200-meter races. At this point, it's not too early anymore. She's about midway going into the latter part of the season. 22.71, she opened up with a 22.88, just the raw power. She could get to those I think she's on the verge of running one of the top 5 fastest times in the women's 200 meters all time. So if Sharika is back to her best form, if Gabby Thompson, who should never be taken lightly, is back to her best form, we're going to have one heck of a 200 meters. But at this point, the person I think that they all need to beat is going to be Julian Alfred. And let me not forget the American. No, because we have seen her beat Gabby Thompson. You know I'm talking about Melissa Jefferson Woodall. She upon fire, people. So we have a race. We have a race in front of us. It's going to be interesting. Now, okay, I know some of y'all gonna get upset because I talk about Wayne. But listen, people, the man still is wearing the colors. I love the colors. I love my country. I love the flag. And once I wear the colors, I never talk about it. That's a straight up it. Anjanette Knight is looking good in the women's 400 meters hurdles, looking good, moving in the right direction. We know that she has won at least one major race before. I think it was Golden Gala in the women's in the women's 400 meters hurdles. That's what I'm talking about. Generally, we're looking good. The team that I see coming together looks good. Now, Ashanti Moore in the women's 200 meters. Boy, people don't know what to tell you. I think she is capable of getting to the qualifying time. But the truth is, for her to make a fact at World Championship, the qualifying time will not be enough. The truth is, by the time we get to World Championships, those people going to the finals will all be running, at least the women's, I'm talking about women's 200 meters, they'll be running anywhere between a 21.65 to a 22.10, 22.15. So Ashanti Moore has a little work left ahead of her. She has to get it done. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. So there you have it. Oblique Seville utterly dominates the men's 100 meters, laying down a 9.86 after running the second leg in the men's 4x1, with which we qualified, winning and with grace and ease. Seville, I keep telling you, if he's healthy, he's a part of the conversation. Once he's healthy, I am seeing the high possibility of a 1-2. Don't want to say it too early, but I'm seeing the possibility. Not doing my prediction video yet. You know I normally do that, but he looked really good, people. Now, don't forget, did I say it? But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I think I did say it. Now, don't forget to support the channel. Check out our merch at printify.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings and queens. Bless up.